Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is time to do a peek at the new Sarah Renae Clark planner. Now she's been doing these for a few years. I buy them every year. Do I actually end up using it the whole year? No, but I told myself if I was going to shell out the dough this year for the 2026, I will use it. So it came in a box and then in this box. So a box and a box. Ooh, we don't need that. All right, and then another box in a box. Wow, we're all about the boxes. Okay, hold that thought. Gotta find my scissors. And we'll just cut this bad boy open somewhere. I save all of these boxes because they're like really well made, and I just cannot justify throwing these out. So I have a bunch, like they hold my watercolor paints. So, you know, right now that's the purpose they serve. All right. Ooh. Let's see. I'm going to assume this is the front. Maybe. Actually, be over here. All right. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. I swear it gets thicker every year. Is that just me? Okay. Let's see. So we got our little things there. This is definitely bigger. I wish I had my other one up here, but these things are getting thicker. Now, there was one, can't remember if it was last year or the year before, the paper like quality went down. And I know she had sent out a little thing like, you know, saying, hey, sorry, I had some paper issues, but let's see. Can zoom in now that we've got the box out of the way. Okay, we are back to, well, it's still kind of thin, but it's not as thin as it was that one year. But I would not use markers on this. You could use like a water-based marker like Tombow, but not alcohol-based. So we got our 2026 at a glance, our yearly goal pages, a little bullet journal. Now every month is going to be the same layout. It's just more the coloring pages. I really like that, though it's not really January fitting, but whatever. This is the snowflakes. So we got the month here. I never use the month pages though. And then we've got our little like month summary. Like I said, this will be the same thing every year or every month. So you can fill out your birthdays and events, what's your big focus, projects, you know, habit trackers. And then it goes into the weekly, like all of them will. Big focus for the week, I am thankful for. I usually set mine up like this, like I do a to-do list up here, sometimes leave space there. Down here, I usually do my schedule, like things I've got going. And then the bottom one is like little mini goals. But yeah, so I'm not going to like flip through the entire thing, but what I am noticing, thank goodness, is every week is different. Back in the day, like the main page, it like just carried on. So if you had snowflakes all of January. Instead, these are all different. So then you can like put your memories here. You can like even print out photos, reflection on the month, progress on your goals, and then a little bullet journal page. So yeah, I do like that she's got them swapping, so you're not coloring the exact same thing. Though I would say some of these aren't very matching of the month, and that's just like me. I would like expect like chocolates or something like February-ish or hearts. This is like sewing. I'm just looking to see if we get like anything Valentine's, but no. Let's see. March has some flowers and football. No, that's snowboarding stuff. So yeah, some of the things you're coloring don't necessarily go with a month. Let's see. April. Got some like squigglies. So yeah, I guess, and it looks like we have some repeating pages because this was split on like the January or February one. Oh, this is definitely repeating. So even though every week has something different, it looks like you are going to have repeating pattern. So I'm almost glad that I did flip through this with you guys. Yep, those leaves are definitely a repeat. So that part is kind of bumming because I thought it was supposed to, yep, we're repeating that. I thought it was supposed to be new coloring pages for each one, and I had kind of hoped they would be themed to the month, but none of these are really themed to the month, and some are, well, not some, they all have like repeating pages, so that part's kind of a bummer. Now, do I actually end up coloring these? Sometimes I'll fill them out with a gel pen, glitter gel pen, of course, but yeah, so like, I mean, December, yeah, not even, we don't even have like, oh, well, this one has, this one's like actually on brand. December has gingerbread, but then we go to feathers, snowflakes, that works. The snowboarding works. Gifts, I guess, would work. Although with the flowers and the hearts and stuff, that would have been better in February. But then you have like tiger lilies, or stargazer lilies, I guess. This one sticks to the theme. It's just kind of weird that they aren't all sticking to the theme. Alright, so then you get to the end of the year stuff. So my year in review, you kind of just go over everything. You can put your contacts in here. I never do because that's what my phone is for. And then, yeah, just little bullet pages. Order your next one. You always get like a coupon code to order the next one. These aren't cheap, that's for darn sure. So if you want one, you really got to commit to it. Honestly, I still am kind of bummed that the paper is not as crappy as it was that one year where it was like legit printer paper. But I wish it was just a little thicker because see, you can see through it. So you can't use alcohol markers, and you need to be kind of cautious because with this thin of a paper, it can pill even with water-based markers. But if I had one complaint, it is that the coloring pages, while yes, you're not coloring the same thing every week, they don't match the theme of the month. Like, why are succulents in February? You know, there was like nothing St. Patty's Day related in March. And then worse is they repeat throughout the book. So it's not actually like a unique page every time. So that's kind of bumming. I was kind of hoping that you would have like January and then it would follow like the winter. Like I would expect snow or the snowflakes here, not these. And then like it just kind of like the castle and stuff like, and I don't know. So that is one complaint I have right there is, yep, it's great that the pages shift, but they repeat throughout the entire year. So you are going to recolor the same page, just not that week, but you might 2 months later. But also they don't really match the theme of the month, other than December had gingerbread houses, which is kind of random. Like October didn't have anything Halloween themed at all. Here's October. Let's see. Yeah, succulents, coral, like nothing Halloween themed at all. So that's a bummer. So yeah, that's kind of a big critique for me. Now, if you're really into buying these to color them, that might be a deal breaker for you, considering this thing is what, like 50 bucks, 60 bucks with shipping? I don't know, a lot. So that might be a deal breaker for you, especially because if you enjoy coloring, you don't want to repeat the same pages throughout the year, but you also want it to be kind of themed to the month. Otherwise, what's the point? So that's kind of, yeah, that's a bummer. Either way, I'm still excited to have a planner. I do like the way they're set up. I love the grids. I love the daily trackers and all that. So, you know, I'll get over that. But the coloring pages, if that is important to you, then you probably are not going to want to spend money on this. There's other planners out there that have a similar layout and aren't this big. You can get one for like, you know, this size for half the price off on Amazon. And if you're not coloring the pages, then who cares? But if you are buying this for coloring, then you're probably going to be a little disappointed at the themes and the repeats. That's a shame. So let me know if you ended up getting the planner and what you thought, if you kind of feel the same way. And yeah, until next time, take care. Bye now.